Now it is 3 o'clock. We'd like to officially call today's meeting of the Greater Dayton RTA Board to order. And I've lost my train of thought just that quick.
Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge of Allegiance. There we go. Let's all stand for a Pledge of Allegiance. For those who may stand.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Stanford, could we have the roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. Lumpkin?
Here.
Ms. White? Mr. Dupler?
Here.
Mr. Fulenkamp?
Here.
Ms. Matthew Simpson?
Present.
Ms. Miller? Mr. Mullins?
Here.
Mr. Wexler?
Here.
And Mr. Williamson?
Here.
Thank you. We do have a quorum, sir.
Okay, so we can conduct regular business. Moving right along, the RTA bylaws require that we approve today's board meeting agenda. Without any changes or amendments to the agenda, I would like to approve as presented.
So moved.
Second.
And probably move second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda is approved. Approval of the October 1st, 2024 meetings. If there, first one asks if there are any requests of the reading of the minutes as they've been provided to you prior to today's meeting. If there are any changes or anything that need to be made to the meeting minutes. Hearing none, we will approve those minutes as approved. Moving right on to the next action item, committee reports. Ms. Matthew Stinson.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're prepared to listen to me for about 30 minutes. I have 7 action items to present today. The Finance, Personnel, and Planning Committees held a meeting on October 22nd, and as a result, the Finance Personnel Committee is recommending 6 action items for the board's consideration. Action item number 2, adoption of fiscal year 2025 operating and capital budgets. Greater Dayton RTA's total operating revenues for 2025 are projected at $84.4 million, while total operating expenses are projected at $84.2 million. This budget scenario reflects a gain of $164,000 before local capital charges and a loss of $3.7 million after local capital charges. Regarding the capital budget, expenditures for 2025 are projected at $56.3 million, with $26.7 million funded by RTA. Pandemic funds held in reserve are included in RTA's funding amount. Capital projects include the categories electric systems, infrastructure, revenue vehicles and equipment, transit hubs and facility improvements and equipment, technology, amenities, and other. All projects must follow FTA procurement rules and be approved by the Board of Trustees. For individual projects over $100,000 or the Chief Executive Officer for projects under $100,000. This ensures the board has the second level of approval in addition to approving the overall capital budget each year. Mr. Rosinski presented the budgets at our meeting, and the supporting information is included in today's board package. Bob is available to answer any questions the board may have at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve the 2025 operating and capital budgets. This approval allows the Secretary Treasurer to file the appropriate documents with the Montgomery County Auditor and to receive a certificate authorizing 2025 expenditures.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that action item number 2, the 2025 operating and capital budgets be approved. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Action item number 3, resolution number 2024-11-1, fiscal year 2025 annual appropriations. The Board of Trustees' adoption of the fiscal year 2025 operating and capital budgets established budget limits for the upcoming year. Trustees' approval of resolution number 2024-11-1 will appropriate the needed funds to conduct the activities approved in the budget documents. Ms. Stanforth presented this item at our meeting, and the supporting documents are included in today's board package. Mary is available to answer any questions the board may have at this time. Based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve resolution number 2024-11-1, fiscal year 2025 annual appropriations.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that action item number 3, resolution number 2024-11-1, 2025 annual appropriations be approved. Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you. Action item number 4, resolution number 2024-11-2, fiscal years 2025 and 2026, 49 United States Code 5307, 5337, 5339, and other federal capital assistance grants. 49 U.S. Code 5307 authorizes grants for capital, operating, and planning assistance. 49 U.S.C. 5337 and 5339 authorize grants to public transit systems in urbanized areas for capital assistance to support and maintain fixed guideway assets and other capital assets in a state of good repair. RTA can use this funding for the purchase of electric trolley buses, modernization of trolley infrastructure, the capitalization of maintenance costs, and other supporting facilities and equipment projects, as well as to maintain capital assets in a state of good repair. Resolution number 2024-11-2 provides authorization to file fiscal years 2025 and 2026 USC 5307, 5337, 5339, and other federal capital assistance grants. The projects applied for will be consistent with RTA-approved capital and operating budgets. Mr. Rosinski presented this action item at our meeting, and the supporting information is included in today's board package. Bob is available to answer any questions the board may have at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve resolution number 2024-11-2, authorizing the filing of 49 U.S.C. 5307, 5337, 5339, and other federal capital grant applications for RTA fiscal years 2025 and 2026 with the Federal Transit Administration. Furthermore, the Chief Executive Officer is authorized to provide all necessary documents, execute grant contracts, amend the grant contracts if deemed necessary, and fulfill all other requirements of the applications.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that action item number 4, resolution number 2024-11-2, fiscal years 2025 and 2026, 49 United States Code 5307, 5337, 5339, and other federal capital assistance grants be approved. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Action item number 5, resolution number 2024-11-3, state fiscal years 2026 and 2027, Ohio Urban Public Transportation Grant Program applications. The Ohio Department of Transportation provides financial assistance to public transportation systems in Ohio through the Ohio Urban Public Transportation Grant Program. Current funding opportunities are offered under the Urban Formula Program and the Preservation Partnership Program. RTA intends to use state-awarded funds for preventive maintenance or other capital projects based on budget needs. Projects can be selected from RTA's 2025, 2026, or 2027 list of eligible projects. Historically, RTA has applied under the Urban Transit Program, as well as the Ohio Transit Preservation Partnership Program. In addition, we have applied for funding under some Ohio EPA programs, which are open to Ohio public transit systems. Other funding opportunities may arise and will be considered for application based on program requirements and current need. Mr. Rosinski presented this action item at our meeting, and the supporting information is included in today's board package. Bob is available to answer any questions the board may have at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve Resolution number 2024-11-3, authorizing the filing of various applications for eligible projects under the State of Ohio Public Transportation Grant Programs for state fiscal years 2026 and 2027.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that action item number 5, resolution number 2024-11-3, state fiscal years 2026 and 2027, Ohio Urban Public Transportation Grant Program applications be approved. Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Action item number 6, wireless phone and data services and data service for vehicles change order. In January of 2021, the Board of Trustees approved the above named project with AT&T. The purpose of this action item is to execute a change order for that contract. Changes in technology on the buses have steadily increased the amount of data going between the vehicles and the Greater Dayton RTA's network. This includes video, audio files, general data, and soon more dynamic live maps. Mr. Prince presented this item at our meeting, and staff is available to answer any questions the board may have at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve a contract change order to AT&T Wireless for $113,839 to cover current overage cost plus the new rates for the remainder of the wireless phone and data services and data service for vehicles contract.
Second.
It's been properly moved that action item number 6, wireless phone and data services and data service for vehicles change order be approved. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Action item number 7, surveyor services. The purpose of this procurement is to award a 5-year contract for professional surveying, engineering, and related services to support various projects contemplated by Greater Dayton RTA. This includes a multi-million-dollar investment in improvements and upgrades to the electrical infrastructure and facilities over a 5-year planning window. Mr. Smith presented this item at our meeting, and staff is available to answer any questions the board may have at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve a 5-year contract award to Broombaugh Engineering and Surveying and Environmental Design Group for the hourly rates listed for a total amount of $350,000 for surveyor services.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that action item number 7, surveyor services, be approved. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
I have a couple of items to mention. The August 2024 financial report, as well as small purchases information, has been included in today's board package. And I promise you, this concludes my report.
Thank you, Ms. Matthew Stinson. If you have anything else to say, you can go.
No, I'm done.
Okay, we'll move right on to Planning Committee, Mr. Weckerser.
Thank you. The Finance Personnel and Planning Committees met for a jointly held meeting on October 22nd, 2024, and the Planning Committee is recommending 4 action items for the board's consideration. Action item number 8, approval of Title VI program. Mr. Palachicchio explained that as a recipient of U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Transit Administration funding, the RTA must comply with Title VI and environmental justice regulations. This is to ensure that the RTA provides fair and equitable services and amenities, delivery, and installation, meaning meaningful customer outreach plans and periodic service equity review processes. While the RTA is in compliance with the FTA Title VI program through November 30th, 2024, it is required that the board review and approve the Title VI program and supporting service and fair equity reviews since the last submission in October 2021. The program update is included in today's board packet, and staff is available to answer any questions at this time. Hearing none, based upon the recommendation of the Planning Committee, I move to approve the 2024 Title VI program, including the supporting services and fair equity reviews.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that action item number 8, Title VI, be approved. Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Action item number 9, record retention policy. Mr. Palachicchio explained that the purpose of this action item is to create an agency-wide record retention policy. The policy will regulate record retention and disposal in accordance with record retention schedules developed by the Ohio Department of Administrative Services for general business functions of a government agency and Federal Transit Administration retention requirements. The record retention schedules serve as a procedure for managing RTA records. It specifies the minimum length of time each type of record should be retained and outlines what should happen once the retention period has been set. Staff is available to answer any questions at this time. Based upon the recommendation of the Planning Committee, I move to approve action item number 9, Customer and Business Development Record Retention Policy.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that action item number 9, record retention policy update, be approved. Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Action item number 10, Public Records Policy. Mr. Palachicchio explained that the purpose of this action item is to update the RTA's current public records policy. The policy is being updated to align with current Ohio law, and staff are available to answer any questions you have at this time. Hearing none, and based upon the recommendation of the Planning Committee, I move to approve action item number 10, updates to Human Resources Public Records Policy.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that action item number 10, public records policy, be approved. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
Action item number 11, Masabi contract renewal. Mr. Policicchio explained that RTA intends to renew and add to its current fare payment system, TapPay. RTA's current fare payment system provider is Masabi. Masabi was awarded a 5-year contract in May 2019 for a grand total of $2,377,612. To date, RTA has remained under budget and has achieved its original commitment to spending no more than 7% of all passenger fare revenues collected on the management of the fare collection system, and this will be possible again under the proposed renewal with Masabi. Since its implementation of TapPay, RTA has found the Masabi system to be reliable and has met the agency's goals. In addition, the system design has delivered increased access to all, including low-income, unbanked, and underbanked customers, reduced fare collection cost reductions, provided more streamlined operating processes, and greater customer and operational efficiencies. RTA's contract renewal includes the addition of CEMV. CEMV is payment technology that uses near-field communication to allow customers to make payments without inserting or swiping a debit or credit card, and allows for the usage of a smartphone to pay with Apple or Google Pay. A cost analysis was performed which compared the proposal software, implementation, and warranty costs, as well as revenue sharing, mobile transaction processing, and retail transaction processing costs. And Masabi's pricing was found to be fair and reasonable. Note that initial CEMV costs are fixed, and actual ongoing and variable costs will depend on the fares sold. Staff is available to answer any questions. Hearing none, and based upon the recommendation of the Planning Committee, I move to award a contract to Masabi LLC for an estimated grand total cost not to exceed $540,473.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that action item number 11, Masabi contract renewal, be approved. Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Thank you. At the meeting, Mr. Policicchio also provided a summary document of recent activities going on in the Customer and Business Development Department. That concludes my update, and I'm available if there are any additional questions.
Thank you, Mr. Webb, sir. We'll now turn it over to our fearless leader, Chief Executive Officer's report, Mr. Brzezinski.
I have actually nothing additional to report.
See, told you, fearless. Thank you, Bob. We'll move right on. Is there any old business?
And we do not have any old business.
Is there any new business?
We do have a new business item.
It's too good to just be able to skip all the way through all these things. So our new business item?
It's Mr. Fullenkamp.
Thank you. In accordance with the RTA bylaws, the board's nominating committee, consisting of Nicole Miller, David Williamson, and myself, acting as chair, wish to nominate John A. Lumpkin as president and Sharon D. White as vice president for the calendar year 2024 and 2025. So, I don't know who calls for the vote, but that's the nomination.
Mr. Williams was about ready to do what I was going to suggest.
Oh,
I move that the board approve the slate of candidates as nominated by the nominated committee.
I'll second.
it's been properly moved and second that the nominating committee's nominations be accepted and approved by the board. Is there any questions or discussion on the motion?
It's too late to back out now.
I was waiting for somebody to jump in there like at the wedding, like somebody's gonna speak. You know what it
I wanted to
is.
speak up before you jumped in.
All right, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. I appreciate all of your confidence in me to be able to swing this gavel without hitting myself in the head with it. We'll move right on. I don't see any requests. Were there any requests for public comments?
No, sir.
Okay. You guys can hear that, right? So there's no request for any public comments. Are there any board member comments? We will start down here with Mr. Williams.
I do have one comment, and that is, again, the follow-up to the Masabi contract renewal. I am so impressed with staff. You know, this has been a slow rollout, and it's really hard to teach people new ways of doing things. But this tap pay and its iterations following it, I think have been very, very successful. And, you know, as we take a glimpse into the future, you know, this is only going to get, I think, better and better for our clients. So just a tip of the hat to staff for a successful program.
I have no comment.
I just want to acknowledge two of our board members, and neither one of them is here today. But Nicole Miller was awarded the NCCJ Pillars Humanitarian Award, and Sharon White joined the UD Board of Trustees. So I want to congratulate both of those young ladies.
Very good. So,
No comments.
I'll pass it on to you, Ray.
all right. No comments from me today, just that everyone be safe and let your heart not be troubled here in these coming years. Next, is there a request for an executive session?
I can make up one if you'd like, but I don't have one.
My man. No request for executive session. Our next committee meeting will be November 19th, held in the jointly held financial and personnel planning meeting. And our next board meeting will be December 3rd, which is my wife's birthday, so I'm not coming.
And Mr. Lumpkin, we are currently planning not to hold a December committee meeting or the January board meeting, just for planning purposes. Unless something was emergency to come up at this time, we will get everything for the rest of the year on the next meeting.
Okay. All right, sounds good. With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved that we adjourn. All in favor? There are no oppositions or abstentions. Today's meeting is adjourned.